welcome to my channel. Welcome to Cindy Love a Stitch. This is a channel about cross stitching, and if you are a new subscriber, please, welcome first of all to my home, to our home, and please push the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you're new, and if you're back, welcome. This will be a special edition. Will be all about Christmas. I will share with you my Christmas whips, the ones I'm working on at the moment, but also previous finishes and some patterns from Stash, and yeah, all the beauty. And also some other stuff I'm working on. So let's start. The first one I want to share with you is a Mirabilia, and I recently started beading for the first time on a Mill Hill kit, which I will share with you later on in this video. And oh my God, I had so much fun. I did not know that beading was so much fun. It's just, you know, the little beads when they go on your needle and you see them appearing on the fabric and glittery and shiny. I loved it. So now I cannot wait to finish my first Mirabilia so I can start beading on her. And the one I want to share with you right now is Stargazer. So I'm gonna take her from the ground because my table is totally full of all the things I want to share with you. So now and then I will just go away and come back. Okay, here she is. Stargazer. I love the colors, the blues, and yeah, really pretty. And she has a lot of beads, you guys, so I cannot wait. And I'm stitching her on a 32 count on the called for fabric. It's a witched fabric. And this is what I have done. Look at her. Yay! Stargazer. She's so pretty. I really love her. Yeah. I love the way, you know, she's looking upstairs with her hands on her heart, and isn't this gorgeous, you guys? No, it's not a 32 count. I'm stitching her on a 28 count. I did not, you know, I was scared that on a 32 count I could not bead her because I've never done that before, so that's new to me. So I played it safe and I thought, well, I'm going to do this on a 28 count. Look how gorgeous she is. Stargazer. Totally in love with her. Then my second whip is a, what am I gonna show you? Let's start with a little bit of Christmas also. I also have some other whips, but first, you know, let's put in some Christmas vibes. And what I'm gonna share with you are some little Santas. And two of them I finished last year, and one of them I'm working on at the moment. And these are by the Prairie Schooler, Old World Santas number 2. And they are really fun to stitch because you can create them into whatever you want, you know, little pillows, ornaments. You can stitch a few of them on a piece of fabric and frame it, or, well, whatever. And this is how they look like. They're really small. And what I liked about them are the different colors they're in. And of course you can change them into your own favorite colors. But I like that, you know, the yellow with the yellow cape and with the blue and the green and the red. So I finished 2 of them last year. And I will share them with you right now. Why not? I need to grab them a little bit further on the table. So the first one I finished last year is this one, this tiny little fellow. Check it out. And I stitched it on a 40 count. That's why they are so small. And they're so much fun because they're so, I loved, you know, the Santa is small, but this little horse he's holding, and this, like, I don't know what it is, a little puppet, a little doll. Yeah, they're really fun. And what I did is that I made them into an ornament. This is how the back looks like. I had that fabric in my stash. And this is some Christmas finish, you know. You know, the things, how do you call them? The Christmas necklaces. I'm not sure how to call them in English, but you can hang in your tree. And I was like, oh, maybe I can use that for finishing as well. So you can buy them on a roll at your, at a store. So this is the first one, my tiny little Santa. And this is the second one. And I finished this with some golden beads. And again, check out the tiny little doll and the stocking. And yeah, it was so much fun. And I need to glue this back because you can see it's loose. But my glue gun is still at my neighbor's. They borrowed it, so that's this one. And now I'm working on a third one, and I will show you how it looks like. It's so tiny. I'm not sure if you can see. Check this out, how tiny this is. And this will be a Santa with a green cape. And they're so much fun to work on. I'm stitching them on 40 count. I'm not sure what fabric it was, something I had laying around. I believe this is I don't know. I don't know. Ecru, maybe. So if you want some small stitch, for Christmas to work on, I really advise you to, the Prairie Schooler. Check them out. They have so many great patterns for stitching, for Christmas stitching. And ornaments, and also Twin Peak primitives. They also have lots of great ornaments for Christmas you can stitch. So it's fun. For me, it's fun to stitch on little things for Christmas so that I can also finish them and hang in a tree or, decorate my home with. Because I really enjoy that for Christmas. So that was the Prairie Schooler, Old World Santas. Then another whip I want to share with you is one that I worked on a lot in autumn, and it's one I really want to do for my family and dedicate to our home and our big round kitchen table. We play games at, we enjoy our dinners and read stories sometimes to each other, and this pattern made me think of that. So it's in this bag. And the pattern is Feast of Friendship. I know that more people are stitching this. I believe Debbie of Creatively Yours has this in her whip. Yeah, this is one of her whips, but also Olivia, does she? Yeah, well, I think a lot of you know this because, the blue house. Yeah, who doesn't want a blue house? And what I'm going to do is that I'm skipping this part, putting these two down, and on top I will add in some our initials from our family. And I also want to use some beads on this for the first time. I watch a lot of Katie Strachan's videos, and she does a lot with beading and sequins and make the basic patterns more vibrant and like glittery and glamoury, and that really speaks to me. So I want to try that on this one. And where I'm at is, ta-da! And I see that the Christmas lights are shining through. So it's already glittery, but maybe I will put something behind it because it's hard to see. And this is on a 40 count. Check it out. So I finished the blue house, which was so much fun to do. And I'm working on the border now, and I'm stitching this on a 40 count. I wrote it down, you guys. 40 count Affogato by Fiber on a Whim. I love Fiber on a Whim. Gorgeous fabrics. And I'm stitching them with all the called for threads, which are gentle arts, especially. So that also was one of my whips. And I will show you the threads. because they are so gorgeous. Check out the colors. I love their colors. I'm so in love with their colors. The gentle art. They're so vibrant and alive and warm. So, can't wait to work on that some more. But I think that will be next year. And the next one I will share with you is, what shall we do? A finish, a previous finish, a whip. Oh wait, maybe this is fun. This is a finish from last year, which is not really Christmassy, but I stitched it in December last year. And someone replied, commented me after my last video and asked me, what is this pattern? And it's by Modern Folk Embroidery, Carnation Canaries. I stitched it on a 40 count, but I'm not sure if it's available in the shop. You should look at, check it out on the website of Modern Folk Embroidery, or send an email to Jacob, because I know this was a giveaway. No, not a giveaway. It was a gift at a retreat, I believe. I'm not sure, but check it out on the website. And if you cannot find him, try and send him an email. Maybe he will put it on there. I don't know. But it's called Carnation Canaries. And officially the pattern is in red, and I wanted to stitch something black because I'd never done that before. And that's why it's on a black. So, also wanted to share that with you. Then a new start, which is called Deer. And it's by Antique Needlework Designs. And this is the pattern. And this is funny. This has a funny story because I thought, oh, it's a deer. It's for Christmas. And I'm going to stitch this on a Christmassy fabric, you know, with snowy vibes on it. So I started it on my Christmassy fabric. And then I was looking at the pattern and I was like, well, I don't know. Usually in wintertime, you know, there are no leaves on the trees and the grass is not that green. And then I was thinking, well, I don't know if this is a winter pattern. It looks more like this spring, summer kind of stitch. But because it was a deer, I was like, yeah, winter, you know. Yeah. So, kind of funny. But what I'm stitching it on is this. A 32 count Zweigart. Because I thought a deer in the snow, it's fun. But it will be a spring deer in the snow. I mean, why not? And this is not a really big one, I think. So I am working on that upper two trees, as you can see. And the fun thing about this is as well, I really want to share with you, is when you look at this, it's like, yeah, not that many colors. And then I was kidding her up and I'm like, what? How many colors do you have? How is this possible? So this is how it looks like. And these are all the colors. That's a lot, you guys. There are a lot of colors, a lot of DMCs. So that makes me a little bit curious. Yeah, I will be working on this one. This will be my like Christmassy spring deer in the snow something. A 32 count Zweigart. I'm not sure how this fabric is called, but you can find it at different spots, you know, on the internet. I know Simone of Atelier Sout Idee. I believe I'm not sure if she has it at the moment, but I did see it on her website a while ago. So maybe you can find it over there or at the Handwerk Boutique or, you know, at different places. Then I have, this is, well, it actually for you guys, it's a new start. It's Rest a While, the Plum Street Samplers. And I had this in stash for over, well, more than a year, I believe. And this was so funny. Look, this is I love it. I love the little fox and the bird and the moon. And I decided with this one to just grab the things I had in stash. So I did, and I'm stitching it up with different kinds of fabric. And what I did, which I thought was really fun, this is where I'm at the moment. Yay! You see, maybe, I'm not sure if I can show this to you, but I use some glittery, no, it's not visible on camera, oh, that's too bad. I use some glittery thread for the moon. Oh, wait, maybe you can see it like this a little bit. Yeah. Because I had that in my stash from the cabinets I was gifted. And this is the thread I'm using, the glittery thread. This is not the color of the moon, as you can see, but I also want to use these for the flowers because it also has orange and red flowers in it. And this is Metallica Madeira. It's from Madeira and then the metallic versions. And in real life, it's not showing on camera. They're really glittery. So I thought that's fun to try out. Why not? And I'm stitching this on a 46 count, which is also new for me. And it's doable, but it's intense, you guys. Yeah, it's intense to stitch on a 46 count. And it is 5-runner Whim Cream and Sugar, which is a really lovely color, really soft toned, natural, creamy kind of color. I really love it. So this is Rest a While, and it will be tiny. And also on this one, I want to try to put in some sequins or beads, or just to give it that more glittery vibe, you know. So, now first a sip of tea. Okay, so now we will go on to almost my last whip. And this is Teresa Kogut, Oh My Bird. And I'm totally in love with this, especially with the colors. It's fun to work on. And this is the pattern. Oh My Bird. Look at all the tiny creatures in there. Yeah. And the big ass bird up there. Yeah, it's fun. And I'm stitching this on a 32 count ecru. And this is where I'm at. Check it out. And I did change the blue because the one that was asked for was a bit too dark for my taste. So I switched that into a lighter blue, a more brighter one. But look at the colors. The reds and the blues and the greens and the browns. It's a really lovely combination. And I also would like to finish this next year. I think it's possible. It's not that big. So this is Oh My Bird. So much fun. And then I want to share with you the Down Under Santas, you guys. I mean the Mill Hill Santas. I think a lot of you know this, and for me it was the first time I stitched on paper. And at first I started one last year. I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I like this. Stitching on paper, that's not... I want to stitch on linen. But then this year I grabbed it again and I thought, Cindy, come on, you can at least finish one. And I started loving it more and more. The more I worked on it, the more I was like, oh, this is so cute. This is so much fun. And then when I was done stitching it and the beads were, you know, I started beading it, then I really enjoyed myself a lot That's so much fun to do. So I finished one of the Santas, the not the Down Under Santas, the Mill Hill Santas. And I did not fully finish this yet because I'm kind of scared to. I watched several tutorials about FFOing these, but I'm not sure how I want to do it. But the first one I finished is this tiny fella. This is so cool. And I'm not sure if I can show you the beads, if you can see them. They have some glittery beads. And you can see in the tree, yeah. And this is the back at the moment. So I haven't fully finished it yet. But it's possible to do it with felt, you know, or with paper at the back. Or Vanna Pfeiffer also has a tutorial about it where she makes it a little bit thicker, which I'm not a fan of. I love the, I don't know, I love the thinness of this, I think. So I'm not sure. Maybe I will use a beautiful fabric to FFO it, or, well, I'm not sure. But I really love this. This is so cute. And now I don't have the pattern here, so I'm not sure what this one is called. But you can find all of them on 123 Stitch, and yeah, just check out these Santas. There are so many, you guys. A lot. So when I'm like 80, I'm done stitching all these, and oh, I loved it. And now I'm working on, now the Down Under Santa's coming, on Kangaroo Santa. I'm sorry for the glare. And which I really love about these little guys is there are a lot of them with animals. And I love animals, so. Kangaroo Santa. And I will take out the paper which I'm working on. And oh, wait. That's not really showing. Let me show you like this. Yay! Down Under Santa. And what I'm doing is, the pattern asks for that you stitch with 3 threads over a square, but I'm using 2. I did use 3 at the beginning and I did not like it. It became too bulky and no, I did not like it. So I'm using 2 threads. So if you want to try that, it is possible. Yeah, it looks really nice. Yay! And I really want to finish this before Christmas. Then I have 2 little Santas. And then let me see. What else do I want to share with you? There's still so much on the table. Okay. Let's go to, what shall we do? Previous finishes or stash or haul? Oh my God. Let's start with stash, my Christmas stash. I'm sorry if you saw my nose really big. The first one I have in stash and I really want to get up for next year. I've had this for a few years now, but I haven't stitched on it yet, is Dancer by Nora Corbett. And I cannot wait to start this one at the moment, also because of the beads, you know. I'm kind of hooked now that I tried it once. And if you want to know more about these Nora Corbett ones, check out the video of Samantha, the Yuga Stitcher. She's shared in her last video all of the deers, and she has stitched a lot of them. And yeah, they're so pretty. I love this one, and I love Rudolph. Oh. So, maybe next year. The second one is Plum Street Samplers, My Heart's Welcome. And this is kind of new. This is also a, well, Christmassy, maybe also wintry little pillow. And I love this, because of the blue house again, the blue house. And I have this one, and I'm not sure if this is available. This is by Teresa Kogut, and I got this last year or the year before, and it was in a magazine from the Handwerk Boutique. because she gave an interview and then she shared this, but I'm not sure if it is available as a pattern. But I really like this one. Check out the Santa and check out the little fox over there and the tiny little snowman. Yeah. So I have this in my stash. I don't know when I will stitch this, but it's cute. Then the last one I want to share with you. This is one of my favorites. And I want to kit this up. And this is called Christmas in the Woods by Stony Creek. I've shared this with you before. This is stunning, I believe. I love the nostalgic look of it. I love the colors. And I started this one last year. But it was a bit too, I don't know. I started it because I was not able to kit up this big one or the stocking. So I don't think I'm going to finish this. This is with the Santa, but I'm so in love with, look at the stocking. And especially this bigger one. I really want to, yeah. I love this. So this is also in my stash, and I would really love to stitch and get this up for next year. And then there is one, this is a Joan Elliott, and I have not stitched a Joan Elliott before, but I am in love with all of her patterns. There are so many beautiful ones that I cannot choose, and I have kitted this up and have been wanting to start this, but you know, we cannot do all the things we want. But I do want to share this with you because this is a smaller one from Joan Elliott. This is Sweet Christmas Fairy, and she's 20 by 25 centimeters. So it's not that big. She's doable. And look how pretty she is. Oh, look. Oh, she's so pretty. Why haven't I started this yet? I'm not sure. Why? Well, there are other things to do. And I have kitted her up a while ago with antique white. Just the white fabric. And I have all the threads. And I also have the beads, which are antique, of course. The red beads. And I have the... Oh, I need glasses, you guys. The cry neck, the gold. Ooh, check it out. Sparkly, sparkly. So maybe I will still start this. I mean, she's called Sweet Christmas Fairy, but she can also be just a winter fairy, you know. So that's my, maybe will be my first Joan Elliott start. And speaking about Joan Elliott, I have had this in my stash for a while now. This is Medieval Maiden by Joan Elliott, which I'm totally in love with. But I don't like the fabric. I just don't like it. It's too, I don't know. I just don't like it. She's a medieval maiden. I can see her being stitched on a more dirty kind of browny, I don't know, golden fabric or something. Not this. I don't like it. So I want to start a Joan Elliott this year. And I have this one, but then there's also one, Winter Fairy. Oh, so stunning. I'm not taking them out, you guys, because look. And then there's also Canadian Beauty with a red dress and with all the small animals surrounding her. So I'm not sure what to do, but the fun part is that I discovered a website, and I think a few of you know that, and you can search out your fabric with patterns. So you can try different fabrics and check out how it will look like with the patterns of all the beautiful ladies. So that's what I will do first with my Joan Elliott's, and also in the future with my Mirabilias, because yeah, it's just so much fun. And what is that website called? Oh, did I wrote that down? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I did not write that down. I will put it down in the description box because that's important information. It is. And then I want to take a sip of tea. That's what I want to do. I already know. What I was thinking about when I discovered that website, which I don't know the name of at the moment, but I will put it down there. I was like, there is one whip I'm working on, I have been working on for a while, which I don't like because I just don't like the fabric. Well, it's boring, it's a bit meh. And that's this one. I'm so in love with her still. Oh, and she's Aphrodite, you guys. I mean, she's this bit of dark feminine power. She drags men into the ocean, and yeah, she does not need to be stitched on this light grayish blue fabric I'm working on. Check it out. And I did quite a lot. She looks a bit messy because of all the threads, but check it out. I did quite a lot, but I don't like the fabric. I don't. I really want to stitch her on a more darker, like wild ocean blue or something, you know, that she really can. Yeah, this is kind of a grayish, a little bit grayish blue. No. So I'm really thinking about restarting this. Maybe you guys think I'm a bit crazy. Maybe I am, but this is not working for Aphrodite, not for me. So Aphrodite will be stitched on a different fabric in the future. Okay, so now it's time to share my haul. No, first my previous Christmas finishes and then my haul. I'm going to grab my previous finishes now. Okay, the first one is a freebie from Liz Matthews, which I still love. Ta-da! Merry Christmas! I'm hoping YouTube will take a picture of this, so then, you know, Merry Christmas! For my thumbnail. And I stitched this with a DMC, a variegated thread, as you can see. So that makes it, yeah, really pretty. And the fabric I used is the first fabric I dyed myself. And it got burned a little bit in the oven, but it makes, I don't know, it gives kind of a funky, old-looking result, I think. So this is Merry Christmas. And, well, it's downstairs at the moment, you know, to decorate. And then there is one by the Prairie Schooler. And this is a funky finish. I just wanted to try some things, you know. I thought, well, it's Christmas, why not? Ta-da! And again, I used the Christmassy beads. This is a really funky one. I'm not even sure I really like the finish, but I don't know. Why not? You see? Matches the tree. It was fun. It was fun to FFO this one. And now I'm not sure what it's called. You can find it on our website. Check out Twin Peak Primitives. And then the last one, which I'm totally in love with still, which is one of my favorite finishes. Oh, is this by Teresa Kogut? I think it is. It's a Santa. It's a primitive Santa. And I love it. Isn't this gorgeous, you guys? And check out the little snowy dude in his pocket. And again, I used the beads, the funky Christmas beads. And, you know, added the bow, Christmas bow. And this is just a cutting board I painted. So this is leaning against my wall, you know, at my decorating little space here. Yay! And I stitched this on a 32 count, I believe, or 40. No, it's a 32. So you can also stitch this on a 40 and then it will be, yeah, smaller. But I don't have the pattern here with me, I'm sorry. So then the last previous finish, you all know because I'm totally in love with this and she has a special place in my heart because I don't know, it feels like I started Flosstube stitching on her. I believe one of my first, no, not the first videos, but when I was still kind of new at Flosstube, that's when I started her, and she's one of my first more bigger finishes. For me she is, and yeah, I still love her so much. And this is by Twin Peak Primitives and it's Winter Blessing. And now she's in a frame by the IKEA, just a regular frame, but in the future I would still love to frame her in a bit more softer color frame, I think, and behind glass, because she's special to me. Each new day is a blessing. She's so special to me. She makes me think of when I was a young girl, you know, I always loved animals, and we had a lot of animals at our home. And I really enjoyed all their company. Isn't it gorgeous? Winter. Yeah. So, Twin Peak Primitives, Winter Blessing. Yay. Ah, so pretty. And then now, my haul. But first, a sip of tea. Okay. First one I want to share with you is also a Mill Hill kit, and it's called Arctic Circle Santas, because what they do from Mill Hill is that each year they release like a few Santas, and this one is from the year, I don't know, not sure what year it is, but these are called, is one of the series that are called Arctic Circle Santas, and this is Lapland Santa. I hope the glare is not too bad. So check out the deer. And I can do this maybe next year, or my son was like, I want that one. So maybe I'm going to stitch everyone a Santa. Why not? So this is Lapland Santa. And usually every year there will be 2 or 3, I believe, I'm not sure, new Santas coming out. So the Santas with the Australian ones with the kangaroos is from this year. Then I also have one Cottage Garden samplings. The Coachman. Oh, I love this so much. Oh, check it out. Yay. And I thought this was a gift from Sinterklaas, 5 December. And I don't know, this really speaks to me. I think the simplicity of it and a lot of the white. And it's a winter stitch, you know. You can also stitch this in January or February. I really like this. And you know, Cottage Garden samplings, I mean, they're doing such a great job. They have so many great patterns, and this is the Snowman Collector Series, number 7. And I don't like all of them, but this one, oh, really pretty, really pretty. And then, this was also given to me by the big man with the long beard on 5 December. And this is by Luminous Fiber Arts, Gathering Snowflakes. Which also really speaks to me because this is a fun winter stitch and can also be finished really easy into a tiny pillar or a little ornament or whatever you like. And which what I really love is this little button here Of course, you can stitch that on any pattern you want, but yeah, it inspires me lately to you know, to use some other stuff in patterns like sequins and beads and little buttons and, you know, funk them up a little. Why not? So, and then, ta-da, ta-da! This is really cool. This is also has been a gift at 5 December. And I decided to use it again this year. I did not last year. I did the first year, 2022. And this is the Book of Days 2024. Yay! Ah, this is so much fun. Yeah. So if you like to, you know, write stuff down about your stitching or make notes or use it as a planner or use it as just for fun, and it doesn't matter. It's just like, yeah, kind of journaling a little bit. You can also do that in this one about your cross-stitching journey. Yeah, it's really fun. And maybe, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but I would like to do that. It's a wish for me to take it to a place where I can like pimp it up a little with some extra, how do you call it, papers in there? I'm not, sorry. With some extra, yeah, papers in here, or with some extra, I don't know, like a ring with the plastic. Do you know what I mean? It's the same as the Colorado cross stitcher did. Check out her channel if you want to know how she works with her Book of Days, because that really inspires me to maybe also pimp this up a little bit myself. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do it, but maybe I will. But check out her channel if you want to know what she does with this. And then I have this little bit of red felt, and this is what I want to FFO my first Mill Hill Santa with. But it has been laying around for a little while now, and I'm still a bit scared. Because I'm scared, you know, if I'm gluing it on it, I'm like, oh my God, maybe the glue will all pop out of it at the front and the sides, and my whole Santa will be ruined. Oh, well, you know, we all need to try it. The first time it's always trying out, yeah, and see where it takes us, of course. Okay, so I think I shared everything with you. That was a lot, wasn't it? There's only one thing left, and that is my New Year, New Start. Or at least in January. I'm not sure if I will start it at the New Year's Eve or the 1st of January, but finally I have all the threads for this one. It took me a while, because they were hard to get, but now I have them. They're all Gentle Arts, and these are them. And this is my Red Deer sampler, which I have had in stash for a long time. Yay! And this is so pretty. And I was thinking a lot about what fabric am I going to stitch it on. First I was thinking about like a blue grayish one, a Confederate gray. But then I saw the finish of Nikki Noodles Stitching. She also has stitched this on a lighter fabric, and that was so pretty because the red really popped on there. So then I decided to stitch it and start it on a light fabric. And the one I chose is Antique White, 40 count. And I'm thinking about changing this up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, what I'm going to try, is start with the deer and then stitch these 2 flower baskets and these 3, and not do the borders and the letters. What do you think? Will that work? I'm not sure, but I want to try, because I'm not really a fan of the border and the letters. I don't really like that, but I'm so in love with the flower and the deer, and so I'm gonna try that, you guys, because I can also add I can always add the border. Why not? that will be fun. So, and I guess now that I've shown you everything, and maybe I will check my notes because maybe I'm forgetting something. Let me see. Oh, Marion, she was also asked me a question, commented on my video last time how I make floss tags, because I make them myself, not for the gentle art threads because they're already on floss tags, but for other projects I do make them myself. And there are a lot of tutorials out there, I think, about how you can make them. But maybe in the future, in a new video, I will show you how I do that. And it's not that hard, it's easy, and it's fun. It's fun to do, I think. Then I want to share with you the Flosstubers I watched. I watched Higa Stitcher, New Hampshire Stitcher. I watched Jacob, a Modern Folk Embroidery. There are a lot of Flossmasses out there you can watch at the moment. The Ripple Rates are piling up. There are so many fun videos you can watch, you guys. So just enjoy all the Christmas spectacle. And I did not join Jingle Ball this year because we had a really busy weekend, and I really was bummed out because I wanted to join, but I did not know how and when. And so maybe next year I will. So the ones who did join, I hope you had a really good time. And yeah, is there something else I want to share? I don't think so. Well, then it's time to say goodbye to 2023, Flosstube year 2023. So I want to wish you all a great and fun Christmas. Don't get carried away by all the stress about food and things, and just, you know, enjoy each other's company, and it will all be fine. And a really, really warm hug from me to you. And I will see you in the new year. Maybe with Craft Room Tour number 2, because I had promised you guys that, and I had filmed it 2 weeks ago, but it totally crashed. Totally went wrong when I was uploading, and so I decided to let that be a little. So maybe that will be a new video in January. Big hug from me to you. A great Christmas and ending of 2023, and see you next year. Bye bye.